Yo, 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 Saudi being the place to be. And I want to speak about my transpkr experience. So, I wanted to get laser eye surgery for a long time. It seemed really cool to not have glasses. And well, I did the whole contact lens thing and that was awesome. But then, I just got tired of doing it all the time, putting, you know, something in and out of my eye every single day. And yeah, so when I was in America, I worked and I got a bunch of money, and then I was like, fuck it. Just was about to go traveling and I want to do farms and shit like that. But then I thought man, it would be cooler if I didn't have glasses. And I started to look into laser eye surgery, and I know in Mexico they do it for pretty cheap, but obviously I wanted to do a good job because my eyes. But in America, it was off the cards because that's too expensive. All my money would be gone. I wouldn't even be able to travel. So that was a no-no. I would rather have glasses than do laser eye in America, even though I know that it's probably reliable operation. Anyway, so I started to research it. I know in Mexico it was cheap, but people was giving me kind of warning signs about medical tourism. And so I decided to sort of put the word out there. My work colleague is from Mexico. He had a friend, and he said his friend would do it for $800, and I was a bit oh, it's cool, but then at the same time I was a bit well, why is this so cheap? And I researched this place, and it was kind of it didn't look like that legit doctor surgery, and the reviews weren't so promising, and yeah. But then I was talking about it, put it out there, and then this girl who does Bikram yoga, so she's obviously all chakras aligned, and I told her about it, and then she was check, you should do it in Guadalajara. So I researched Guadalajara and I found out the medical tourism Mexico website. And yeah, they put me through to this dude, and I was talking to the doctor straight away on WhatsApp, and it was all very cruisy. The website was pretty profesh. They had places all over Mexico. It seemed like a legit thing. So I spoke with that guy, and they do it for $1,000. And yeah, and also he was asking me which was the process. He said transpkr. I didn't know about transpkr. I only knew about LASIK. So I started to research that. And also he told me the machine that they use. And the machine's this really modern machine. And I researched that. And what I realized was yeah, I mean, first of all, transpkr seems like a better thing than LASIK. Because they only just burn the top of the cornea and then let it regrow. That's what's happening right now in my eyes right now. So it seemed like a better option. Also, the machine seemed like the best machine that there is at the moment. And so $1,000, I kind of had a good feeling about it. I trusted this guy to an extent. I mean, I wasn't sure if I was going to do it because, I mean, it's pretty scary operating on your eye. And so anyway, I had to get out of America anyway, so I booked my ticket to Guadalajara, and I was yeah, I'll see what happens. And then yeah, I continued to research, continued to talk to people about it. And yeah, I was looking at Costa Rica, and they were saying oh yeah, Costa Rica has the same kind of treatment like America, the same level and quality. And Costa Rica was doing it for 2,000. Mexico was 1,000, so I was thinking, am I gonna get fucked over? But and my parents were a bit dodgy, scared of me doing it. They were kind of yeah, come to England and do it there. We don't trust Mexico, but they're older generation. Now I'm thinking, man, with medical tourism and the advancement of technology, surely it's better. And it's not in their interest to fuck someone's eye up. Especially if it's a legit, they had these Mexican guys had operation rooms or whatever in, Mexico City, Guadalajara, some other places. And I just thought, yeah, maybe it is okay, and they're just charging a more reasonable price, because in England they charge like fucking expensive, but then the rent is expensive in the UK, and like same with America, like they really overcharge for like health and stuff like that. So anyway, I just went to Guadalajara. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. I was still a bit scared, but I just went there. And then I came to this hostel, and there was just like eyes all over the door of the hostel. And then like it even turned out that the day, like, I booked a room. I mean, I was gonna do the surgery like almost straight away when I arrived in Guadalajara, but like my mum was panicking a bit, and I was a bit scared. Like I definitely wasn't ready, and I hung around for a bit, and I like was walking the streets of Guadalajara, and yeah, I would like watch people, and like noticed that first of all there was like hundreds of people with like glasses, thousands, almost half of the people are wearing glasses, and there was like glasses shops all up and down the high street. And I was like thinking, oh, maybe I should just get a new pair of glasses, because my glasses were a bit hazy from working. The glasses got scratched and stuff. And then so then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a new pair of glasses. So I was trying on different ones, and I bought this pair. And actually, when I got it, I was like really upset. Like I was with my friend, he was like, yeah, it looks great. But actually I was like, no, I don't want the glasses. Like I bought the wrong pair, to be fair, but I was like, this is not what I want. I came here to get laser eye. So I was kind of like testing the waters a bit, and praying to God. There's like loads of cathedrals. I was like praying to God for guidance, because it's kind of a scary thing. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but like when you're having an operation on your eye, it's like I'm like thinking about the worst possibility. Like I could be blind. Like I was walking around Guadalajara, and I saw this guy, and he was literally crawling down the street because he was blind. I'm thinking, well, okay, yeah, I wear glasses, but at least I'm not blind. Like, and I have my sight, I have my health. I'm 34 years old. I have all my health. Like, why would I want to put myself at risk with the eyes? But I don't know. I just kept at it, like kept meditating on it, and I spoke to the guy, and I was telling my friend, I wish someone would just make me do it. And then I got back to the WhatsApp, and the doctor had like confirmed my appointment, which was like a little push, and I was like, okay. So then I had a week to prepare, and actually the girl that I met on Tinder, she turned out that she really liked taking pictures of people's eyes. So she took a picture of my eye. So that was kind of synchronous. All these kind of synchronous things were happening. Like the room that I booked, I stayed in the hostel, so I knew the people, I knew what was going down, I knew where the toilet was, all this stuff. And then synchronously, this was the room that I booked for my operation, because I needed some space. It says trust your vision, it's got a big eye on it, so that was kind of synchronous. Yeah, I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube. One of the messages that I was getting was like, this is like a gift from God or something like that, and it was coming, and I was getting it, and I had to trust. It was all about having faith in God, blah blah blah. Another message that worried me was that I was getting was that, like, in the end of times, the kids are like not respecting their parents and stuff like that. That's kind of a Christian thing. But like I kind of was going against my parents. My parents came round. They didn't want me to do it, but they came round to it, because I'm a stubborn fuck. But I thought maybe I was kind of like risking it, like playing with God and stuff like that. Anyway, I just kind of like flowed with it, let go. I mean, like there was a guy in the hostel, he had been blind in one eye since he was like 13. He came, he said it was fine. He had a bunch of operations. He said it's like nothing, it would be perfect. another guy from the hostel's mum showed up, and she'd had the operation 20 years ago, and she was just an experiment, and her eyes had been fine. And then like another guy, a random dude from the hostel, he said his mum did it, who died, but I don't think she died from the surgery, and his dad did it, and he was fine. And he was just there like my guardian angel to just like say, yeah, it's all gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. And to be fair, like based on the research, like I wouldn't have done it if like I kind of had this idea that it was gonna be okay. They had the best machine, the transpkr looked encouraging. I was a little worried about the side effects, but anyway, I just thought, okay, I'm just gonna do it. And I kind of let go, just let flow. And I was not like really enthusiastic, like fuck yeah, let's do it. I was kind of like, okay, I did it. Because it was like step by step thing. I took the flight, I booked the place, the appointment, I took the flight, I went and spoke to the doctor personally. He was kind of encouraging about it, and he said he like practiced in the eye surgery place that I used to go to when I was a kid in London. So that was kind of encouraging. He also said that he was like asked to be like an extra in a James Bond movie, which was not that encouraging. It was more like, oh, okay, he's in the Illuminati or something like that. Anyway, I went in for the surgery. It was pretty cruisy, but it still was fucking scary. Like they're doing like some operation on your eye. It was kind of interesting in that sense, but I didn't like the operation. I didn't enjoy the experience. I wanted it to be over as quick as possible, and it was pretty quick. One thing was, he said, like, I had my eyes open, and he said, keep your eyes closed, because his English wasn't that good, so he had, keep your eyes closed, but my eyes were already open. What he meant was close your eyes, but he said, keep your eyes closed, and I was like, what the fuck? Do I keep my eyes open, or do I close my eyes? So anyway, I closed my eyes, and I'm pretty sure that was the right decision. Well, anyway, I came out of the surgery, my eyes were stinging, I kept my eyes closed, the guy helped me back to my hostel. Like I didn't want to open my eyes, like, because I didn't want to risk it. Yeah, also what I was saying, like what I want to say about the surgery was like I was doing a lot of meditation to sort of calm myself down, but I drank a lot of coffee beforehand, so which is kind of silly because my heart rate, like I wanted to move, during the surgery, but you have to keep totally still and you have to focus on a green light, and I didn't want to mess it up, so it was kind of hard, like having to like concentrate on so hard. It wasn't enjoyable. Anyway, it was okay. It wasn't that bad though. And anyway, so the operation was a success. They took me home. I started the process of like putting the things in my eye, the like drugs that they gave me. I'm just like, I don't really know what the hell's in the drugs, but I kind of trusted whatever they want me to put in. And yeah, it's been 2 days. I can see pretty good. Not that amazing. I can see my phone screen pretty good, but I can't see like everything else. Is kind of like I can see everything, but it's a little bit blurry. But I've got this like contact lens in my eye for protection, and it's going to be taken out in 2 days, but like I can see really well. Oh, and I'm not supposed to look at the screen. And yeah, it's a success. I would say about the PKR, if you want to take transpkr, I would say like the first 2 days are pretty hard because your eyes are stinging, but it was fine. There was nothing that I couldn't deal with. It just like, I mean, there was a full moon as well, like, and I just couldn't really keep still all night because like I couldn't close my eyes for too long, otherwise I'd start getting stinging in my eyes. But it was fine. Like it wasn't like I had to do anything apart from focus on the pain, but it was like really fine. You just have 2 days of where you just have this kind of stinging in your eye, and it's kind of annoying, but I mean, honestly, it wasn't that annoying. It's just like I had to deal with the pain. If you just got this pain, you just have to keep dealing with it. Like it's a constant reminder, hey, ow, ow, ow. And like, but I wasn't freaking out. I was pretty cool about it. I'm supposed to wear these glasses because I'm sensitive to light. I'm becoming less sensitive to light. Like at some points I couldn't even look at my phone for too long without it stinging. Like, I wanted to change. I listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff like that. But anyway, if you ever want to do laser eye surgery or transpkr, I recommend it, because, well, to do it here in Guadalajara, Mexico,